So I have a hard time believing that none of the original cast is going to be in this new 2020 movie.
This one's for the crew.
So first off, I want to preface this video with saying that I know there's a lot of news and a lot of stuff going on about the Ghostbusters 2020 movie, and I'm not going to get involved and make videos over like Leslie Drone's tweets and the social justice warrior aspect and the women's movie and all this other stuff. Mine's going to only reflect what I know or what I want out of the 2020 movie itself. There's too many other videos and I'm not stepping into that, and it's not my cup of tea. So with that said, the point of this video is this: I do not believe and find it, like, I honestly refuse to believe that there's in no way, shape, or form a way that we're getting none of the original Ghostbusters back. Now I keep seeing articles and people making videos about, oh well, you know, Ernie Hudson says he hasn't got a call or a contract, and there's nothing, no proof that any of the original Ghostbusters are going to be in the movie. I don't believe that Jason Reitman, which comes from the pedigree of Ghostbusters, you know, he's already done interviews and people talked about how, like, you know, he was the first Ghostbusters fan. He's going to be directing this movie when 6 months ago Dan Aykroyd's still doing interviews and stuff that he's been doing for the last 20 years, 20 plus years, about a Ghostbusters 3. And, you know, talking about, yeah, there's stuff in the works, yeah, we're looking at this, we're looking at that. There's no way Dan Aykroyd's not involved. There can't be that. It's impossible that Dan Aykroyd's not involved, especially with Jason Reitman directing and Ivan Reitman producing. There's no way that Dan Aykroyd's not involved in this. Like, I've heard some weird speculation about the teaser trailer, and I truly believe that is Ray's farm. That's Dan Aykroyd's character's farm, and he's got the Ecto-1 under storage after something happened, and it's been a while or whatever. And I'm really hoping that what they're going to do is have it where he's out there trying to get the equipment to work again, and because something's coming. Something happened, something's coming, something that he knows, something that him and maybe another Ghostbuster or two knows, and they're going to have to bring in somebody. Now, speculation is, and I've heard this from countless sources, and I'm not positive exactly how true this is that they're planning on bringing 4 teenagers in, 2 dudes and 2 chicks, 2 men and 2 female teenagers, and I'm hoping one of those is the son or the daughter of Egon. That would make sense considering we don't have Harold Ramis with us anymore. You know, everybody's been talking about forever about how, you know, Bill Murray who cares if Bill Murray's in this? He don't have to be in this. He could have passed away by now too, in universe. He could have packed up and moved to Montana and lives in a bunker. I don't care. But I mean, we've already seen, like, you know for a fact that Ernie Hudson and Dan Aykroyd wants to be in this movie. They've been waiting for years for Ghostbusters 3. Let's do it, man. Like, at the beginning of Ghostbusters 2, after they got sued and were shut down, you already know that, like, Ray and Winston have, like, a friendship. Like, they were doing birthday parties together. When shit got rough, they stuck it out together. They were doing stuff together on the side, you know, on the side of, like, Ray having his occult bookstore and whatever was going on. They were still palling around and stuff together. So, like, carry it over. Even if those are the only 2 original Ghostbusters in this movie, carry it over. It makes perfect sense. Like, have, like, the granddaughter of Winston, and that gives you your black character. Have, like, one of Ray, it don't even have to be Ray, just have, like, Winston's granddaughter and, like, Egon's grandson or granddaughter, And then Ray's been like depressed this whole time. He lives on the farm. He rough and can't do this. And then like there's a knock on the door, and it's like, hey, something's popping. And then he goes out to the shed. You know what I mean? To the barn. Like there's so many possibilities, but there's no way that anybody can convince me. And I think what they're doing right now is they're wanting to keep stuff quiet. That way they can reveal stuff over time, and they can like, you know, you reveal the movie. You let whatever the tweets are going to be, whatever the media is going to say, get all that crap out of the way. Let them get over the whole, basically they're wiping the 2016 movie away. Let everybody that's going to get their feelings hurt from that, like, be gone with them. And then you come out and say, okay, well, we've talked to Dan Aykroyd, we've talked to Ernie Hudson, we've got these characters as teenagers coming in. And I think it would be very smart in this case, if they are planning on trying to make a future franchise, to go as close to casting nobodies. Like, let these people start a career with this movie. That would be amazing. Like, let it be somebody's proven ground. But make sure these are people that are passionate about the project. Make sure this is not just a paycheck. Like, there are young people that are into Ghostbusters. I have a niece that is like 5 years old that loves Ghostbusters, that lives up in Maryland. And my sister was telling me that, like, more than likely she's going to want to come down to watch that movie with her Uncle Adam this summer of 2020. Because every time Ghostbusters is brought up or anything to do with that, she talks about wanting to come down here and see me. Because I've got like a Ghostbusters uniform that I put on the last time they were down here, and she like flipped out. I mean, there are people that are in the younger generation that does have a passion for it. The right passion for the right narrative of this universe. And I just, there's no way, like, you know, Dan Aykroyd has been pushing to get this movie made for 25 years, 30 years, however long you want to say it. And you're not going to tell me like that he's not going to be in this movie. Like, they all found time to make cameos in the other movie, in the 2016 movie. They're going to be in this movie at least Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson is going to be in this movie. Like, there's no possible way that you're going to tell me. Now, it's not going to be confirmed for a little while, I don't think. I think they're going to hold off for a little while. I think they're going to let Jason Reitman do this the right way. I think that they're giving him more creative control over this than what people are anticipating, which is a good thing. I think you hand this over to the people that made the original one a success. I don't care what your views and opinions are on Ghostbusters 2. It was not a terrible movie. It does not live up to the original. But I would rather there be a Ghostbusters 2 from 1989 than not have had a Ghostbusters 2 in 1989. 1989, I was 5 years old. It was my favorite movie. I was 6. Yeah, 6 years old. But anyway, like, that universe was like my childhood. We're not going to go back and try to say that that universe don't mean something to a lot of people that were growing up in that time. You can't take that away from people. And that was where a lot of the problems came from the 2016 movie. Like, I didn't care it was 4 females. I cared that they turned into a Saturday Night Live sketch. You know, I enjoy my Wayne's Worlds and I enjoy movies that come out of Saturday Night Live, but Ghostbusters shouldn't be one of those series or properties that gets converted into that type of it didn't work. It didn't work. I'm trying to watch myself because I'm not trying to get into, like I said, all of that. But I mean, like, you know, I think they're playing games with everybody. I think they're doing it right. I don't think you come out and you put all your cards on the table. Again, I think they're allowing things to process the right way. The problem is, because of the internet and everything else that we have, people live in a world of instant gratification. And if they don't know everything right now, they would rather cut off their nose to spite their face than to give people the time to do things in a process correctly to feel better now, and then they ruin stuff that could be better down the road. And I'm willing to wait. I've waited this long for a Ghostbusters 3. The only question that I have right now, and I might do a separate video on this, because of the fact that before Harold Ramis passed away, and because it wrapped up stuff so well, are they ignoring the events of the video game? Like, because I kind of consider myself, the 2009 video game to be Ghostbusters 3. So will this continue from there, or is this going to be called Ghostbusters 3? Now everybody calls it Ghostbusters 3 because they just said new Ghostbusters in 2020, but that might not be the title of the movie. We need to wait. Again, I can wait for this stuff. I've waited this long. I would rather wait and know things went according to plan and things went well, and I can be proud of whatever the outcome of this scenario outplays, because that's what fans should do. When you finally start getting something you've always wanted, let the process take its course. I guess this would be a good time to end this video. I will be doing more Ghostbusters content. Again, I am very passionate about Ghostbusters. It's a big part of my childhood. I love it. And yeah, but I'm not going to get into all the bullcrap. I don't care what people tweet, unless, if Bill Murray tweets that he's on board and he'll do it for free or whatever, then I'll talk about that tweet. But any of the negative implications from people that have their feelings hurt over a movie, it's just ridiculous. Now, I got upset after I found out what the other movie turned into, but what I did was protest with my money. I didn't go see it in the movie theater. The same people that are upset about this movie, they had the same right that I had. Don't go fucking see it. Who cares? But allow the people that wanted this for the last 30 years to enjoy the fact they finally getting something they've wanted from the right people. From the first Ghostbusters fan, Jason Reitman, that was on set with his dad, watching this whole universe unfold, knowing something magical was being made. That's the person I want making my Ghostbusters movie, and I'm proud to say that I am happy as hell to know that this is actually happening. We'll catch you in the next one. You want me to make more content? Please leave me a comment. Tell me if you're interested. If you haven't already, please sub to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one.